Okay, in this video, we're going to learn about how to use an analytical balance. We know this is an analytical balance because we have 3 doors around the weighing pan, which is right here. When you approach an analytical balance, some of the important things that you need to be aware of are its max capacity. Any place on one of these balances, the max capacity is listed. This one is 220 grams. This is going to include both what you're weighing out and the vessel. So if you put a beaker on there, that actually does weigh some, so you can't weigh 220 grams of a solid, let's say. The other important thing about an analytical balance is you want to make sure that it is level. This particular balance has a leveling bubble on the back of the balance, and so you would want to verify that it is level, and if it's not level, if the bubble is not within the circle, then you would need to come back here to the feet and adjust these feet until the balance is level. Other important parts of the balance that we have here are the tare button, or the O/T button, and this essentially zeroes out the balance. We also have the calibration button, and you're going to want to calibrate the balance before use. It has an internal calibration, and so you just press the button, press and hold the button, and it will run through its calibration. And then it will say Cal done, so you know the calibration is complete. You want to verify that the balance is definitely clean. If there is a large spill on the balance, you're going to need to get some assistance to get that cleaned off. The only amount of cleaning that you're ever going to do for a balance is if you happen to spill a little bit on the balance. You're going to use this paintbrush, and you're just going to gently wipe any of that solid off of the balance, and then wipe down the countertop. If you need to do a more thorough cleaning, if solid or liquid have fallen in underneath the pan, you're going to want to get some help with that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is weigh out. We have various weigh boats here. Here's a small weigh boat, so we're going to start with that. And I'm just going to put it onto the balance. I need to make sure I shut all of the doors so I can get an accurate reading. So there's a weight associated with this weigh boat, obviously, but I don't actually care about that weight. And so I'm going to use the 0/T button to tare it. And then my reading is going to read 0.0000. To put a solid into this boat, I'm going to remove the boat from the balance. I'm not going to add the solid while it's sitting on the balance. I'm going to get some solid. And if I think that's about right, I'm going to place it back on the balance and make sure to shut the doors. The balance is saying I have 0.7075 grams. If this is the amount that I need, then I can just take the solid off and use it, record that value. But if I need a little bit more or a little bit less, I would just remove the boat. Let's see, I need a little bit more. Add a little bit more solid. That's what I need. Place it back onto the balance. So when I place it onto the balance, the numbers fluctuate a little bit and there's a little dot that appears, a circle that appears in this lower corner. So when the dot disappears, it means the balance has stabilized, and you can then take your reading and write it down. So that is how you would use a weigh boat. Other options might be weigh paper. So I have a box of weigh paper here. It's really important that once you get a piece of weigh paper out of the box, that you replace the lid, because we don't want to contaminate the weigh paper. So before we use weigh paper, we need to fold it. And then we're going to place it on the balance and tear it. Making sure again to always shut the doors. I'm going to tear that. Then I'm going to remove the whey paper. I'm going to add the appropriate amount of solid. Replace the whey paper. Close the doors. Wait for the dot to disappear. Then record my reading. There are other things that you can weigh on a balance. So let's say I want to measure a liquid. One way to do that is into a vial, but vials do not sit nicely on the balance. They're going to roll around. They could potentially leak. We really do want to have them upright when they're on the balance. So what we do is we place them in a beaker, and we're going to tear the beaker and the vial. Then we can remove our tube or vial, add our liquid, replace it, and get a mass. Balances can be very finicky. So you never ever want to move a balance. Even just sliding it out of the way can damage the balance. While you're weighing things on your balance, and you want to make sure while you're weighing something on your balance that you're not doing things like bumping the countertop, opening and closing drawers, or even someone coming in and out of the doorway can actually cause the balance to fluctuate. This particular balance reads out to 0.1 milligrams. When you're finished using a balance, it is very important that you leave the balance area and the balance itself clean. So always wipe down your countertops when you're done, and do brush off your balances with the paintbrush.